Hey FTM Transdesk viewers, it's Saturday, I'm Zach, and fair warning, this video is not going to be fun or funny, probably in any way, shape, or form. A couple months ago, when I saw this topic being suggested as something we talk about, I was pretty concerned, and kind of like my face was like, bad news bears sort of thing. But then, upon thinking about it, um, I saw this as kind of an opportunity to deconstruct kind of this meme culture we have and how it perpetuates negative stereotypes and kind of perpetuates classism, racism, homophobia, transphobia, all these sorts of things. But I'm gonna specifically focus on obviously this week's topic, which is ghetto names. Ghetto pretty much has become a catch-all term, at least in our society, for anything low class. It has become synonymous with poverty. It's also often synonymous with what people consider low class people of color. And think just saying the word, oh, that's ghetto, or you doing this is ghetto. We don't really think that is inherently problematic, but then once, someone describes it, actually breaks it down, I think it makes it a lot more obvious that it's a really problematic and very loaded term. I guess kind of a parallel to it is, that's so gay. I mean, we're kind of all over that, right? Like, we all figured out that that was bad and that we shouldn't be saying it because gay is not synonymous with stupid. So, ghetto should not be synonymous with, people from poor neighborhoods, people who live in poverty, and especially people of color. Because, let's be real, that's fucking fucked up. Use of these sorts of terms serves to foster like an us versus them mentality. It serves to create a barrier between people in lower economic and lower social privilege classes and those of us in working and middle and upper classes, who live in the suburbs and can afford MacBooks and can afford to go to college, and people that have not been fucked up by the government and by the system throughout pretty much the history of the universe. It's one of those ways that we serve to just put ourselves in more boxes and to create hierarchies in our society, so not only that we know where we stand in the grand scheme of things, but so we know who we're better than. So, you can say, oh, that girl is ghetto, or that car is so ghetto because it's missing a hubcap or something, or because it costs $500 because that's all the person could afford and they needed a car to get to work or some shit. Like this sort of shit just, I can't deal with it. How can we get away with, completely and totally trying to eradicate something like that's so gay, and say, that's not cool, that is bad, that is not something that you can do because this is what it does and this is what, it means for someone who is gay. Equating gay with stupid, you're kind of saying that gay people are stupid or that it is bad to be gay. But we don't do the same thing with terms like ghetto. It's completely and totally okay to use that term, when really it has the same serious negative connotations as saying something like that's so gay. And like ghetto names, especially there's a YouTube video of like top 50 ghetto names or something like that. I'm sure you've seen it. If you haven't, don't watch it. It's disgusting. I mean, what does that say about our society? saying, it's just a joke, or don't take this so seriously. It doesn't mean that. But it does mean that. Just in the same way that someone saying, that's okay, doesn't mean that I think gay people are stupid, but it does. Like, regardless of what your intent is, you're perpetuating negative stereotypes, and it shows just how deep these hierarchies and these classist and racist feelings have permeated, our national, or not national, but kind of global consciousness, especially for people in North America, that it's totally okay to say these sorts of things. Just completely and totally boggles my mind. It's also the same as if you were to say, someone or something is like white trash, or someone's a redneck. Like, you serve to be making fun of people from lower economic classes who have been systematically disenfranchised by social, political, and economic systems. Um, Not cool. Like, there are so many people and so many other places out there where you can find way better and way more articulate feelings on this subject. I would suggest Googling ghetto as a classist term, or ghetto as classist, or ghetto as racist, and read some of the stuff that comes up, because there's a lot of really good writing on this, from a lot of different opinions and a lot of different viewpoints, and I think, they could serve as an aggregate for developing a broader consciousness on this topic. So yeah, if you've made it this far, congratulations, and thank you for watching. I don't remember what next week's topic is, but it's almost guaranteed to be more lighthearted than this. So I hope everyone is doing well, and until next week, bye.